I Love You Day spreads the most love and joy that we could possibly give. And that's why it's special to me.
Islaview Day is special to me because it creates a sense of hope for people who need it most.
Islaview Day for the town of Deer Lake makes everybody, I think, feel happy, and glorious, and proud to share a part of it, to be involved.
Islaview Day to me, it's not just about, us board of directors. It's about the town of Islaview pulling together, everybody doing a little bit, giving a little bit, and then hopefully together we can help a lot.
You're looked after, and you don't have to worry.
Islaview Day to me personally is a day of humanity, a day of caring and truth, and how do we help each other? This world can be tough at times and very tough, but again, it's like a miracle. I mean, life is a miracle itself, but the miracle that Isla created and that continues to create is something that'll touch me here for the rest of my life.
Hi everyone, welcome to the 2022 Islaview Day celebration video. My name is Israela.
And I'm Ella. Every year the Islaview Foundation plans a very special day for Deer Lake and Western Newfoundland.
It's Islaview Day. So many people come together to spread love and raise money for families with children in treatment for critical illnesses. But it makes me wonder, what makes Islaview so special?
Oh, great question. What makes Islaview so special? You know what we have on our hands?
What?
A mystery. Wait a second.
Did you just have a magnifying glass in your pocket?
Of course. Don't you? I think I have another one for you. Let's get to the bottom of this mystery.
What makes Islaview so special? I think I might know who we can ask.
My name is Mike Guzny. I'm the mayor of Deer Lake. Coming up here shortly, it'll be the mayor of Islaview, which is a pleasure and an honor, as always, to represent the community. But it's extra special on that day because not that long ago when Isla had passed, I've lived in a lot of communities in Canada, and I've never seen a community come together like this one did because of a young girl that moved everybody here in our home community. Some of the easiest things in life to give, are free. It's kindness, smiles, sharing, caring, but love. And if you go back to the author Dan's book, her uncle, to create this, it's I love you, and the love that's portrayed in our community. And it goes much further than that now, impacting other communities and families, young families with young children that are going through hard times. And again, it's all about a legacy that one little girl created that lives on forever. I'll always be proud to be the mayor of Islaview.
Interesting.
Yes, it was. It was nice of the mayor.
But we need more information. Who else can tell us why Islaview is so special? Who else?
Why don't we talk to some people in the community who partner with the Islaview Foundation?
I've got it. Why don't we talk to some people in the community who partner with the Islaview Foundation?
Good idea.
We started with the Islaview Foundation last year by donating a quilt to Islaview to sell tickets on to raise money for their fundraiser. And I had told Clarence White that each year afterwards our group would donate a quilt for the same purpose, to raise money to help with the Islaview Foundation. So that's what we do. Our group of ladies, I asked them all this year to do a part in making the Islaview quilt. Some of the ladies did cutting, sewing, but we all started and continued together. It's a special privilege, I find, and I'm sure I can speak for the ladies as well, that to be a part of the Islaview Foundation to help out whenever we can is a great privilege.
My name is David Purchase, and I'm a fine art photographer, and I capture unique views of Newfoundland. I first got involved with Islaview through Western Signs, where we produced and created all the marketing material for the beginnings of Islaview Day. Some of my prints are donation every year, and then the foundation at Islaview, they take that and they auction them off every year. These prints are created by combining multiple shots over a long period of time, and then come together in the computer to produce a final image. You know, being a young father myself is great to be able to produce artwork of my own and help raise money for potentially other families that are in need.
Now that's inspiring. People who go out of their way to help others.
You know what I was thinking? We're like that famous duo, you know? Like the world's greatest detectives. What are their names?
Holmes and Watson?
No, not them. Scooby and Shaggy. That's exactly what we're like.
Let's hear some music.
Well, I wrote this song on my daddy's guitar. I played it on my own 'cause he didn't get far. Worked his fingers to the bone, left my mama alone, trying to make a buck or two. And my mama, she was pretty and she knew it. She walked a mile in her heels just to prove it. And at the end of the day, she meet him halfway. Yeah, my mama, she was pretty and she knew. Well, I had a little baby and the name didn't mean. Went off to school, I got a college degree, and when my sister hit the road, it was then that they know they probably make a buck or two. Now, the schooling never taught me nothing, except to keep a steady hand when you're bluffing. And at the end of the day, you meet them halfway to tell you something you already knew. Well, ain't it funny how things turn out when the heart overcomes the doubt? And you feel like the world is coming to an end. Yeah, you're hanging your head down low, but you chuckle because you know. Well, it's a hard road and it's good to have a friend like me. Well, they grew up old and they grew up proud. Bought a little house at the edge of town, and you could go out the front and watch the cars go by. Maybe see a truck or two. Or you could head out the back where the trees grew tall. Need a mathematician to count them all. And at the end of the day, you get halfway. See it from a different point of view. Well, ain't it funny how things turn out when the heart overcomes the doubt? And you feel like the world is coming to an end. Yeah, you're hanging your head down low, but you chuckle because you know. Well, it's a hard road and it's good to have a friend. Ain't it funny how things turn out when the heart overcomes the doubt? Yeah, you feel like the world is coming to an end. And you're hanging your head down low, but you chuckle because you know. Well, it's a hard road and it's good to have a friend. Woo!
That was awesome, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. But we still have to get to the bottom of this mystery. What makes Islaview so special? We're getting close.
Let's see. So far, we've talked to the mayor, the quilters, Dave Purchase, and Sherman sang a song. Let's talk to some of the people on the board of directors.
Are we going to interrogate them? You know, break them, make them spill the beans?
How about we just talk to them nicely?
It's so crazy. It might just work.
Sarah and Mike asked me if I would like to join. My son went to school with Sarah, but we also share a deeper bond. Sarah, Mike's daughter Isla, and my child passed away. So we've been, we have that in common, if you can say common, but we've kind of helping each other get through. Although mine is a lot of years older, I'm able to help her. So that's how our bond came about.
And for me, I'm a close neighbor and friend of Sarah and Mike. So when Isla got sick, I got to see firsthand, you know, how their family was affected and uprooted. And so when she asked me if I would like to be part of the committee, it's a really nice way to try to give a little to hopefully help these families a lot.
The feeling you get by helping all these families, it fills you up. It fills you up to the point where life means so much joy, and you know that you're helping all these families at their worst moments, and no one knows unless they've been there, and how people struggle. And so just knowing that at the end of I Love You Day or at the end of a big event, for me, it's like I go away and it's the most natural high, and it's just amazing.
I agree with Arlene, and we usually, you know, when we set out on our fundraising tasks, we will say, you know, well, hopefully we'll do this well or that well, and we usually do above and beyond. And I don't think we realize that, you know, what we're doing can make such a big difference. We set out to do a little, and we usually end up doing much more than we had hoped, thanks to, you know, the wonderful people of Islaview. It's a great feeling when we, at the end of an event, we realize, wow, we did this well. We can help this many families, and the more families we help, it just wants us to keep trying harder every year.
What makes Islaview so special to us is that it's a very personal thing. Back in 2017, we planned the very first Islaview Day, and that was to raise money for Michael and Sarah while Isla was in treatment. So we wanted to provide something that would rally the community to raise money for Michael and Sarah and just show them how much their hometown of Deer Lake loved them and was supporting them.
I had done a lot of fundraisers for a lot of children down through the years, and a lot of people were approaching me wanting us to do something for little Isla. She was capturing the hearts of dozens of people wherever you went. So I approached Dan about doing a benefit concert at the local church, and Dan thought it was a good idea, so we met at the A&W several times and started to plan this. A friend of mine said, maybe you should ask the town to change its name to the town of Islaview, sort of as a fun thing. And Dan wrote the letter. The rest is history, so to speak. But then the mayor calls me up and says, Clarence, I got a national interview in an hour. Come over to my office because I don't know what you got on the go. And the place went up with regards to signage. We never asked anybody to put up a sign. About 40 or 50 businesses spontaneously put out signage. 600 people showed up, gave almost $24,000, about $40 per person on average.
And we didn't know at the time that it would turn into a foundation. We didn't know that we'd be able to help 75 families so far, $250,000 in aid to families who are in need. So we feel very blessed. We feel very grateful that we're a part of this.
The local school, Elwood Elementary, they sent over about 1,200 of these little things from the children. Dan sang a song, and they had a bracelet which was attached to this, and I took this one. So I thought it was a prophetic word. It said, I hope you read that?
Sure. It says, I hope you change the world. And Isla, through her very short life and through the influence she had, she definitely has changed the world.
We are so close to solving this mystery of what makes Islaview so special, but I still feel like I'm missing something.
Self-awareness?
No.
Common sense?
No. I have an idea. Let's talk to some of the families that the Islaview Foundation has helped. They'll know what makes Islaview so special.
Great idea. You make a great partner. Scoob.
Back in May of 2018, when Levi first got diagnosed with retinoblastoma, which is a rare eye cancer, so I believe it was shortly after that we became aware of the foundation.
When we were staying at the Ronald McDonald House up in Toronto, they used to actually send checks directly to the Ronald McDonald House to cover the cost of the accommodations. And then at the point where we did return back home to Newfoundland and went for follow-up appointments, they covered the cost of airfare again, accommodations, and pretty much just took care of us. Yeah.
Yeah, and they also supplemented what the government didn't pay through the MTAP program. What makes Islaview Foundation special, most importantly, I think, is just the kindness that people, display towards that foundation and their willingness to give so much to families that are going through the most difficult time of their life.
Bailey was diagnosed with infantile spasms at the age of 6.5 months old. We noticed that she wasn't meeting her milestones from 0 to 6 months, and then she started with the infantile spasms. We took her right to the Janeway, and they confirmed that diagnosis, and she had some developmental delay, also cortical visual impairment. At that time, she was classified as blind, but since then she's gained some of her vision. I guess over the course of a few years, we did some treatment, some medications, and therapies, and she's come a long way since then. Shortly after, we spent some time in St. John's with Bailey. Financial burden was starting to pick up, and my cousin actually spoke with Sarah, and she had mentioned that her foundation, Islaview, could offer some assistance possibly to us, which they have since on multiple occasions have stepped up and helped us with a lot of financial help. They've also built a ramp onto our house for Bailey's wheelchair. So they've been a great help supporting us. I'm on my own with Bailey and 3 other children, so sometimes I guess things could be a lot for a single parent, and it just, alleviated some of that stress. What makes Islaview so special is the sense of family and love and support in honor of a sweet little girl.
In 2018, our grandson was diagnosed with leukemia. It was a very difficult time, and actually on Islaview Day that year, it was his grandfather's 60th birthday, and we had made plans to celebrate otherwise, but we were sitting in a room at the Janeway waiting for our grandson to be set up for treatments, and the door opened and Charles was there, Charles Short, with some balloons and cupcakes for everyone. So it was a bittersweet way to celebrate that birthday for us. So since that time, there have been several times when they have come to my son's aid. They had to travel back and forth from St. Lawrence for treatments, and I know that they were helped generously by the Islaview Foundation, and we really appreciate that. After a couple of years of treatments, Benjamin is now cancer-free, and we celebrate that. We're happy with that.
Well, I guess we'll never know why Islaview is so special. It'll always be a mystery.
What do you mean? We found out that it gives people hope, brings communities together, spreads love and joy, and helps families in need. I think that's what makes Islaview pretty special.
You're right. We solved another mystery, another case solved by the world's most famous detectives.
Don't say it.
Ella and Israela. That's what I was gonna say.
Well, thanks for joining us for this year's Islaview Day celebration video. We had a great time.
And thank you for all the support that you give in the Islaview Foundation. It's because of you that we can help so many families in need.
Bye everyone.
Happy Islaview Day!
Happy Islaview Day. We'd like to thank everybody for their continuous support and all your hard work for helping us with Islaview Day 2022. We'd like to thank all the volunteers that have helped out with the breakfast this morning, the market, the carnival, and of course the online celebration. We couldn't be where we are today without everyone's continuous support, and of course your generous donations to help many families across Newfoundland and Labrador.
That's right, and for any of you that don't know how to donate, you can head to our website at theislaviewfoundation.ca/donate. You can donate there directly online, and you'll get more information on that site as well to how otherwise you can donate. You can also donate through our Facebook fundraiser that we have posted online as well. That'll be open for the remainder of the weekend. And then, of course, because of your support, we've been able to help over 75 families with over $250,000 in support. So it's been pretty outstanding, and it's all thanks to you who donated those generous donations.
Fortune cookie, fortune behind the magnet on the fridge. The little lucky clover that you planted could never ever scratch that itch. The rusty horseshoe that you nailed over the band screen door. The little grain of salt over the shoulder could never ever bring you more. But sooner or later it'll get you. You put your money down and I'll bet you, like honey for the bee, baby, that is you. Woo-hoo. That crooked little wishbone hanging in the window at the sink. It's got you turned around. It's got you hoping every time you think. But sooner or later it'll get you. You put your money down and I'll bet you, like honey for the bee, baby, that is you. Now here's the part that you need the most. It's the piece of your heart that bleeds the most. Yeah, honey, for the bee.